You think you know everything about airport security? Think again. What airlines won't tell you, and what TSA barely whispers about, could be the difference between a smooth, stress-free trip and hours of delays, fines, or even missing your flight altogether. From new AI scanners to stricter carry-on rules, evolving biometric checks, and surprise random screenings, today on Altitude Hacks, we're uncovering 10 airport security changes flying under the radar, but set to seriously impact your next journey. Stay tuned, because knowing these insider secrets will save you time, money, and a whole lot of stress in 2025 and beyond. Chapter 1. TSA is using more advanced AI-powered scanners. Airport security technology has come a long way from the traditional metal detectors and basic X-ray machines you remember from years ago. Today, TSA and international agencies are rolling out AI-powered body scanners that don't just see metal. They analyze your entire body shape and composition for any anomalies that could be hidden threats. These scanners use sophisticated algorithms to automatically detect potential dangers, such as concealed weapons, explosives, or suspicious materials, without needing as many manual pat-downs or secondary checks. What's truly groundbreaking is how these scanners can now spot non-metallic threats. Think ceramics, certain plastics, powders, and even some liquids that older scanners would struggle to detect. For example, harmless powders like baby formula or protein powder may trigger alerts because the machines scan at a chemical level for any suspicious particles. So don't be surprised if your routine powder triggers additional screening. Security tech is evolving fast, with newer AI models trained on countless threat types, meaning what was once overlooked is now instantly flagged. This is great for safety, but it also means travelers need to be more mindful of what they pack and how they present their items. What once might have slipped through could now require extra time and explanation. Chapter 2. New restrictions on carry-on batteries and electronics. Batteries and electronics have always been a security concern, but in 2025, restrictions are tighter than ever. Lithium-ion batteries above 100 watt-hours are mostly banned from carry-ons and must be declared if allowed at all. That includes powerful laptop batteries, some camera batteries, and especially batteries for drones or e-bikes. Airlines are also cracking down on loose batteries. You can no longer toss these into your bag without protection. The terminals need to be taped over or kept in original packaging to prevent short circuits, which can cause fires. Power banks are another tricky area. Most airlines now limit power banks to under 27,000 mAh capacity for carry-on. Exceeding this can result in confiscation or fines. If you travel with lots of gadgets, multiple phones, tablets, drones, or e-bikes, expect extra scrutiny. Sometimes airline staff won't warn you up front, so it's best to check each airline's policy beforehand to avoid surprises at security. Moreover, some countries have started banning certain electronic devices from carry-on on specific routes for national security reasons. These rules can pop up suddenly and with little warning, so staying informed about your specific itinerary is essential. Chapter 3. Liquid rules are becoming more specific and stricter. We all know the 3-to-1-1 rule by now. No liquids over 3.4 ounces, 100 milliliters per container, and all containers must fit inside a single clear quart-sized bag. But in 2025, some airports and countries are adding new layers of complexity. Post-pandemic, there's been a surge in restrictions around hand sanitizers, gels, and aerosols. Only medical-grade sanitizers are often allowed, and quantity limits have tightened. Some airports randomly test liquids in carry-ons to check compliance. If your sanitizer or cosmetic liquids don't meet the new standards, they might be confiscated without refund. Additionally, some destinations have banned certain liquids altogether due to safety or environmental reasons. For instance, aerosol sprays or perfumes with high alcohol content can be disallowed or severely limited. This is important if you're traveling internationally, as rules differ widely between countries. If you want to avoid delays, pack your liquids carefully and check local airport websites for the latest guidelines. You might also want to invest in TSA-approved liquid containers to reduce hassle. Chapter 4. TSA PreCheck and global entry are getting tougher. If you've relied on TSA PreCheck or global entry to breeze through security lines, there's news you should know. These trusted traveler programs are under tighter scrutiny than before, with enhanced background checks becoming standard during renewal and initial application processes. Authorities are aiming to prevent security breaches by vetting applicants more deeply, which means longer wait times to renew or get approval. Also, having TSA PreCheck doesn't guarantee you'll get the expedited line every time. Airlines and airports have started limiting participation, and certain flights or routes may not honor PreCheck benefits. Often, airlines don't communicate these restrictions clearly, so it's wise not to rely solely on these programs without verifying your flight's status. Keep your membership current, ensure your info is accurate, and double-check your boarding pass for PreCheck status before heading to the airport. Being caught off guard by a missing PreCheck designation could mean losing precious time in longer security lines. Chapter 5. More airports are introducing biometric screening. Biometric screening is no longer just a futuristic concept. It's rapidly becoming the norm at major airports worldwide, from facial recognition to fingerprint scanning. Biometric systems are being integrated from check-in all the way through boarding. These digital identity checks can speed up passenger flow by automating identity verification, reducing fraud, and streamlining boarding. But here's what airlines rarely tell you: opting out of biometric systems isn't always straightforward. In many airports, refusing biometric scans may result in extra manual identity checks that can take more time and cause delays. Privacy concerns remain a hot topic. Countries vary widely in how they store and share biometric data, and some travelers worry about data security and misuse. Whether you embrace biometric tech or prefer to avoid it, be prepared to comply with these new procedures if you're flying through hubs that require it. Chapter 6. The Quiet Zone Policy. No phone calls near security. This new policy might seem odd, but many airports now designate quiet zones near security checkpoints where phone calls and loud conversations are prohibited. The rationale? TSA officers need to concentrate deeply during screening, and distractions could lead to missed threats or mistakes. If you're caught making phone calls, talking loudly, or causing noise in these zones, security staff may ask you to move away or step outside the screening area. This policy isn't widely publicized by airlines, so many travelers are caught off guard. To keep your experience smooth, it's best to silence your phone and avoid loud chats near security lines. Respecting this quiet zone helps maintain safety and speeds up screening for everyone. Chapter 7. Food items are facing increased scrutiny. Bringing your own food to the airport is often seen as a money-saving hack, but security and customs officials are clamping down harder on food items. Fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, and homemade snacks can face strict restrictions, especially on international flights. Agricultural import/export laws vary drastically across countries, and TSA collaborates with customs to enforce these rules. Items like seeds, raw nuts, or homemade baked goods may be confiscated if they don't comply with destination regulations. Many airlines don't alert passengers about these rules, so if you're planning to bring snacks, research the specific rules of your arrival country ahead of time. When in doubt, it might be safer to buy snacks after security or at your destination. Chapter 8. New TSA rules on carry-on size and overpacking. Carry-on size limits are nothing new, but in 2025, TSA is cracking down on the overpacked carry-on bag. Even if your bag fits the official dimensions, if it bulges or is packed so tightly that scanners can't get a clear view, it may be flagged as a security risk. This means TSA officers may pull your bag aside for a manual inspection, leading to delays not only for you, but for passengers behind you. Overpacked bags create blurry or dense X-ray images, which raises red flags. Unlike clear size restrictions, this enforcement is subtle and rarely communicated by airlines, so it catches many travelers off guard. The best strategy is to pack efficiently. Avoid jamming your bag to the limit and leave a little breathing room so scanners can see inside clearly. Chapter 9. Increased use of explosive trace detection, ETD. Explosive trace detection, ETD technology is becoming a staple across airports worldwide. TSA agents may swab your luggage, clothing, or even your hands to detect tiny traces of explosive materials. While ETD screening has always existed, the frequency and randomness of these tests have increased. Passengers may experience unexpected secondary screening or additional questioning without warning. This procedure is routine and doesn't imply suspicion, but can cause anxiety or delays. Because airlines tend to downplay ETD to avoid passenger discomfort, many travelers are caught unaware. Knowing this is normal and preparing for potential extra screening helps reduce stress during security. Chapter 10. Travel document and visa checks are more rigorous than ever. Finally, document and visa verification has stepped up significantly. With the rise of sophisticated fake IDs and travel document fraud, airlines and TSA staff are using advanced tools to scrutinize passports, visas, and boarding passes more thoroughly. Automated gates may be replaced by manual checks on certain flights or routes, increasing wait times. Airlines don't always inform travelers about these heightened inspections, so expect longer queues and prepare by having all your documents valid, up to date, and easily accessible. Double-check visa requirements for your destination well before traveling to avoid last-minute issues. Remember, failing to provide proper documents can mean denied boarding or deportation. There you have it, -10 airport security changes airlines would never openly tell you about, but that can seriously affect your travel experience in 2025 and beyond. Staying informed and adapting your packing and travel habits can save you hours of waiting, unexpected fines, or worse, missing your flight. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe to Altitude Hacks for more insider travel tips, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Safe travels, and see you in the next video.